Hi, this is Ariel, your superstar consultant for Nomad Tribe. I'm going to talk to you today about event essentials and what I think that you need at events. Yay! So I am a big fan of doing events, and the cheaper that you can find the event, the better, because you're a small business and you don't want to be forking out a lot of money to do these events. That being said, I just landed an event. It's going to be my biggest one to date, so I'm pretty excited about that, but I'm also extending an invitation to some nomads who are local who maybe want to get in on this with me. So, okay, event essentials. I'm going to talk about all of the things. So first, I wanted to talk to you guys about our starter kit. Everything in your starter kit is what you need to get started, right? That's why they call it a starter kit. So for events, that is literally everything that you absolutely need. You need a warmer, you need products to display, get their hands on, and just bring your whole starter kit. Smells for them to, the testers for them to smell, and all of this other stuff I'm going to talk about is what I consider essentials. So if you only have your starter kit, awesome, you are set. But everything from there, you're going to learn. Each event that you do, you'll learn something new, because I'm still learning. So the events, like I said, the cheaper the better. My favorite ones are like the ones at elementary schools that are their farmers markets or their spring carnival, fall fest. Those different things are fun because the parents get to come and like shop for themselves and hang out and talk to adults while their kids get to play and do the fun activities. So those ones are some of my favorite to do, and they're inexpensive. They're anywhere from 25 to 30 bucks. So sometimes 40, depending on the venue. And those ones oftentimes don't have outlets, so you'll have to figure out a way, like using room spray, to get the fragrance out there so people can be drawn in to smell all of the goodness, right? But there's different ways you can work around it. I've done big events, small events, inside, outside. So I've got a lot of tips and tricks. I'm going to be focusing on the what you need to bring. So if you're outside, you want to make sure that you have a canopy. Whether you buy one or just borrow one from a friend, have a canopy. Bring your tables, unless they're provided. Bring, I would say, 2 tables. I really enjoy having table risers because then people don't have to bend over to look at things and smell them. It's going to be at chest level with them. So if they're going to be smelling for a long time, you don't want their backs to start to ache from that. It also keeps little hands, because little kids are oftentimes at these events, it also keeps little hands from reaching up and grabbing your things on your table. So I think I got my bed risers at Bed Bath & Beyond with a coupon for a discounted price. And then you can also, Amazon I'm sure probably has some. So there's no affiliated links, just do some research and figure out what's going to be best for you. So the things I always have at events are either, here's the start of the list, either showcase brochures or these amazing product lists. So these are the least expensive option, and you get the most bang for your buck. I think they come in a pack of 3 of these. So if you get 50, then in one packet you get 150 in your packet of 3. So that's amazing, right? Big bang for your buck. And now there's a place to put your labels, so you can have all of your information down here in the corner, so they know how to contact you. Always label everything. Doesn't matter what it is, always label. So depending on the kind of event, if it's going to be a large event with a ton of people, I would recommend these. Then you can fold them up and even put a sample inside if you want. I have fallen in love with these showcase brochures for home parties and other smaller events because it has everything you need. It's, just a big spreadsheet of our warmers, diffusers, all of our products, our mini warmers, and all of the other miscellaneous products we offer on this other page. And the prices, the breakdowns, the fragrances on the Skin and Groom. And then over here, it has a list of all of our Scentsy oils. Up here it has the description and the prices, and then all of the Scentsy fragrances. And on the back it has our amazing graph so that people know which products come in which fragrances. So these are phenomenal. They're another good bang for your buck. Rather than investing all of the money in the catalogs. I love to give catalogs to hostesses, so they get the full experience. It's a hostess perk. And then I also put a little about me inside of these showcase brochures, totally optional. But I like people to know who I am. And also up here I have the label. I have started labeling everything that I can with my face so that people can remember me and put a name and a face together so they know, oh, hey, I'm their Scentsy gal, right? So label everything. Label it clearly. Label it so that people know where to look and where to find things. The next thing, order forms and pens. You want to make sure that people have somewhere to write down the fragrances as they're smelling. So encourage them to take, if you don't have stock, encourage them to take an order form, and as they're smelling their testers, just write them down. Say, even if you're just not sure about it, if it's a maybe, go ahead and write it down, and then you know for future reference what your customers like, what they need, and even if they decide not to get it right now, you can go back later when you do the follow-ups and say, hey girl, I noticed you wrote down white tea and cactus, but you crossed it off. Would you like to order some of that now? Is that on your wish list right now? So that's a great way to follow up and make sure that you know what your customers need. Always, always, always make sure you get their name. If you're gonna be delivering locally, their address, or even just in general, get their address. Tell them you like to send thank yous and goodies. And email and phone number. Email is so they can get on your newsletter list, and then phone number so you can give them a call and do your follow-ups. And also make sure to ask what their preference is. If they don't check their email very often, you're definitely going to want to get their phone number so you can contact them. So pens and order forms. Next are monthly specials or current specials happening. So at my event the other day, I had my monthly specials flyer in all of my showcase brochures with my About Me brochure. And I usually put the sticker in, but this one I missed. On the back, my label with all of my info. And because we have those sweet Mother's Day bundles, as well as our bricks, and then a housewarming bundle that I know a lot of people are interested in, I just printed this out and put it in a frame that I had. Easy peasy, just print in color and use a frame. This also is something that draws the attention. It's aesthetically pleasing, and people are like, oh, look at all those pretty colors. What is that? And so these are amazing bundles just to have on hand, and I'm sorry, not to have on hand, but to have advertised so that people know that there are other deals to be had. Next thing, a drawing slip and a box. Doesn't matter what the box is. You can use an old warmer box. You can use one of the Scentsy drawing boxes. Make sure you have drawing slips. Whether you're giving away a warmer or a 6-pack of bars, the same amount of people are going to enter. So do with what's within your budget, what's within your means. But this gives you the chance to do follow-ups and get contact information. So they're going to check that they want to receive your free newsletter. And then over here, they're going to check, oh, hey, yeah, I want to do basket party. Oh, or hey, let's do a home party. Or you know what? I'm interested in earning extra income. Then you have all that information right there, and you can contact them to see if they want to join your team or if they want to host a party and get free and half price Scentsy. Amazing. Always, always, always have drawing slips. Next thing you want to do is have possibility packets. You can do whatever you want with these. You can put whatever you want in them. I'm going to show you what I put in mine, but the basics that I think you should have in your possibility packets are a join brochure, a host brochure, and a catalog, and your business card. So 4 things that you should have in there. I always like to include a scent circle because when I'm having a conversation with them, when I'm finding out why Scentsy could fit into their life and why it could work for them, I also want to say this is a little thank you for taking the time out to talk to me and to for considering joining my team, right? And then I also have my About Me because I want people to know who I am, what team they'd be joining, and how I can help them succeed. So you don't have to buy these little folders either. They're just super handy. You can probably buy some different ones at Target or Walmart or wherever. You don't even have to have one of these. You can just do a super cute paper clip or washi tape the other things together. You can just put them all in the catalog and just tape it closed. Use your rub and smell stickers to close it up, but always have possibility packets on hand. Because what if somebody comes there and they're like, you know what, I've been thinking about doing this, I want to join your team. You can be prepared and say, oh, why would it fit in your life? How would it fit in your life? I would love to chat with you more. Here's a packet. Can I call you in a couple days after you have a chance to look at it? It's amazing, right? Then you can build that connection and start building that relationship. So it's not just Scentsy, Scentsy, Scentsy. It's, hi, who are you? I would love to be in your life. Let me learn about your family, what your needs are. Then how you could join our team and how it would fit into your lifestyle, right? Something else I always have, obviously, are my business cards so that people know that they can get a hold of me, and if they don't buy anything today, then they can take my card and hopefully a showcase brochure as well and contact me. Again, you want to make sure you get their contact information so you can follow up with them, because life happens. Cards get lost. People are going to be like, oh my gosh, my toddler's, my car is a mess. Where'd your card go? I don't know how to get a hold of you. So in that instance, you can follow up with them and say, hey girl, met you at the farmer's market the other day. It was so great chatting with you. I know you said you were interested in hosting a party. I'd love to set that up with you. Do you want to meet for coffee? Boom, easy. Something else I also try to do is have one of my pouch parties available and ready to go if somebody wants to book a party immediately. I get all of their information. I explain how the pouch party works. I tell them all the goodies that are in here, places they can take their pouch party for the next 7 to 10 days. We schedule a time to meet up right then and there so that it's not a question. You can write it down on a slip for them. You can shoot them a text immediately, add them to your phone, but make sure you get their contact information if they're going to be taking your pouch right away. And then that's it for the essentials. So something else that I like to have with me is bars. I always have bars with me. Again, like I said earlier, you do not have to have stock if it's not in your budget, if it's not in your means, if you don't want to. You don't have to carry stock. I like to carry stock, and because I do a lot of events, it's very handy, and I have a lot of people coming over and doing shopping on their own time if they can't make events, or if they can't make parties or don't want to do parties. This pegboard is amazing. My husband made it for me last week, and we finished it just a couple days ago before the event. So we got the pegboard. These were already pre-cut pieces, so we have one on each side. But if you want to do something smaller, if this is like, oh my gosh, it's gigantic, you can probably just get one of these cut in half and use one for each side. They're also great to hang your scent circles, car bars, and scent packs on. So don't just think about it for bars. You can use it for all of your other products that have the little tab to hang. So this fits like, I think 5 rows across and probably about 10 rows down. I didn't load it up that much. I don't have that much stock, but I tried to keep it alphabetical as well because it makes me happy when things are alphabetical and I know where I can look. So I kept it alphabetical, and then I had room for my bricks, and then I had room for this bigger basket. I got this in a set of 3. Woo. Of course, I just did that. There we go. I got this in a set of 3. Here's the large and the small. There's a medium size that fits in here. Hey, Alex. So I put my pouch in here so that it was an attention grabber, and people would ask questions. So they were looking at bars, smelling bars, and you're like, what is this pouch? Can you please explain that to me? So I opened it and showed them. But this is a great piece to have. I also encourage you to get creative with your displays. If you are an artsy person, go shopping at like TJ Maxx or Goodwill or something and find different ways that you can display your product. Hold on. I went to Home Goods the other day and I bought this stand. I am in love with it. It's neutral colors. It's got a little bit of a shimmer, so it makes me feel fancy. And I put my diffuser on display. So that was wonderful. And I had my oils next to it in a tiered stand. Something else you can do for your display is bring your own stuff. If you don't have stock, if you don't want to carry extra warmers, because they are large and they take up a lot of space. I don't carry many warmers at all. But bring your own stuff. So you're going to have your own style and your own warmers in your house, right? You're going to have your own Scentsy Fresh that you use. You're going to have your own counter clean that you use. So bring your stuff with you. Then people can smell it, see it, touch it, and figure out if it's right for them, if it's going to fit in their life, in their house. Do you know what I mean? So bring your stuff if you don't have extra stock to display. And I encourage you, if it's going to break your bank, don't do it. Just bring your own personal stuff. Don't invest in extra things if you don't want to and if you don't have to. But this is amazing, and it was super easy to make. So these are just, I think we got 4 long pieces of wood, and then my husband cut them to fit. But I spray painted everything before we started, so it was just a quick and easy spray paint. I'm probably going to use this twine and make a design around it because I have twine on some of my other display pieces that I love, and I love the look of it. So I think I'm going to do that. And then the back, this time I did not use it, but I plan on using it in the future. I'm not sure how, but these little pegs are inexpensive and they're amazing. And don't forget to keep all of your receipts, because everything that you buy for events, whether it's a diffuser or a pegboard, those are all tax write-offs. So make sure you keep your receipts for those purposes and keep track of them immediately. Like if you have a system, start a system now. We can talk about that in another video. But so this is the display board. Keep it simple, but tailor it to your style and make it look like you. Make it an eye catcher so that people want to stop and they want to see what you have, right? So this big pegboard did a lot of the work for me on Saturday. It brought people in because they were like, oh, look at all those bars. I want to smell all of the things. And look how pretty it is. It's not just a white board with wood that's unaesthetically pleasing, right? So that is, as far as event essentials go, that is what I always make sure to take to events. I have taken more things that are not necessary, so I've learned to pare down. So if you're doing an event and you want advice, you want tips, you want help, you want to know what to bring and what to leave out, let me know. If you're questioning whether or not to bring something, shoot me a message. We can talk it out. And I always advise, if you're just starting out with events, if you have a big enough space to set it up in your living room beforehand or your bedroom or wherever, set up how you want your table to look, because then you can figure out where things are going to fit and how it's going to work. Also, it will help, take a picture of it because it'll help your setup for the actual event. It's going to decrease the time of setup for your event so that you're not going to just be, trying to rearrange last minute as people are starting to walk through. So that's a time saver and it's wonderful. And if you have any other questions, you guys, let me know. I'm happy to answer them. I'll be posting this video to YouTube, so let me know. And gosh, I look forward to chatting with everybody soon. Thanks for watching, and see you later. Nomad Tribe, it's your move.